This is Retail 101 News, the weekly roundup show, brought to you by Mark Lack. The format for this weekend show is to look at 3 stories in 5 different news categories from the world of retail. At the end, there will also be a main story and an opinion piece from myself. Let's get into those headlines, shall we? In product news, a survey reveals Britain's favourite breakfast cereal as Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. Asking for a friend here, a controversial question. Milk in the bowl first or the cereal first? If you say milk first, you are just a monster. Waitrose launches new plant living products to cater to rising flexitarian eating habits. What the actual is a flexitarian? Isn't that just someone who eats normal? The British Retail Consortium has suggested that the government should look at takeaways and not supermarkets to tackle obesity. But what if I get my takeaway from the supermarket? In Executive Moves news, Banana Republic's CEO, Sandra Strangle, who arrived in 2020 and oversaw the addition of home goods, is out, the retailer has announced. Seems like she just must have slipped up somewhere. Ocado appoints Gavin Patterson, who was chief executive of BT, as a non-executive director. Makes me wonder what kind of changes he will be ringing in. ProCook appoints Claire Tate, the former Jules executive, as marketing director. From clothing to ProCook, mind you, ProCook is pretty fashionable these days. In financial news, the White Company has said its latest sales performance was driven by a strong performance from its stores as customers returned to the high street. Strong sales, it's all there in the numbers, in black and white. Apple has posted a decline in profits and revenue as sales of its products, in particular iPhones, has dropped. Having a hangout space in your stores is not so great if you are not selling any products. Tyson Foods in the US recently saw a significant drop in its shares due to ongoing inflation impacting consumer demand. Consumer demand is down for its branded and ready-to-eat products when everyone else is going healthy. In technology news, the US-based e-commerce giant Amazon has announced that its new South African website is officially live. Good to know that South Africans can now have the same experience as the rest of us. Amazon is to build a new multi-million-pound warehouse in Northampton in the UK. The building will feature 3 floors of robotics technology. So, Skynet goes live in Northampton in the UK in 2026, allegedly. FaceWatch, the UK's leading facial recognition retail security company, are being credited with slashing theft at a Morrison's Daily store to almost 0. How's that going to work then? This is what we normally see on those types of videos. In employees news, Peloton, the American exercise equipment and media company, lays off 15% of its global workforce as CEO Barry McCarthy exits. Well, it seems they just couldn't get us to continue using those bloody machines once we could go back to work again. Waitrose, the UK-based grocery retailer, are under fire after accusations of forcing reduced redundancy payouts. Come on guys, if you're making people redundant, at least be fair about it, eh? Carpetright, the UK-based flooring retailer, is looking to axe more than 25% of its head office staff as part of a cost-cutting process. I understand the need for cost-cutting to streamline processes, but what are they doing about customer experience and better products? Our main story this weekend. The Co-op, a prominent food-to-funeral care conglomerate in the UK, has dominated headlines for over a week due to its association with major entertainment figures. The highly anticipated grand opening of the Co-op live venue in Manchester, UK, has turned into a public relations disaster, with aggrieved contractors revealing a behind-the-scenes nightmare that has led to numerous acts and musicians cancelling performances. The £365 million Manchester Arena was slated to open earlier this week, but reports from staff working on the project describe a chaotic situation, including tears from employees and the venue still not being ready mere hours before its inaugural concert featuring rapper A Boogie with the Hoodie. Footage emerged earlier this week showing loose cables and discarded hard hats within the troubled venue, corroborating reports that construction staff had warned management as early as February about significant delays of up to 35 weeks. Renowned acts such as Peter Kay, Take That, and Olivia Rodrigo have been among those forced to cancel shows. This is despite being hailed as world-class by the American owner, as the venue was meant to rival London's O2 as Britain's largest indoor arena for hosting major events. My opinion on this is that it should have been great PR for the retailer, except the coverage has been for all the wrong reasons. When a brand puts its name on something other than its products, such as an arena or event venue, it engages in a form of brand extension known as sponsorship or naming rights. While this can provide visibility and brand recognition, there are also potential risks and considerations associated with this strategy. For example, associating the brand with a physical venue or event can influence how consumers perceive the brand. If the venue or event encounters negative publicity or controversy, it can reflect poorly on the brand by association. Brands must carefully consider the reputation and values associated with the venue or the event. Any issues or scandals related to the venue can impact the brand's image and reputation, potentially leading to negative public sentiment. Different audiences may have varying perceptions of the sponsored venue or event. Brands must assess whether the target audience also aligns with their brand values and objectives to ensure effective brand engagement. While venue sponsorship can offer valuable marketing opportunities and brand visibility, brands must carefully assess the associated risks and implement strategic measures to safeguard their reputation and investment. Thank you for tuning in to this weekend's news roundup from Retail 101 News. If you have a news story that you want to appear in the main news one weekend, you know where to find me. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news from the world of retail. Until next time, keep retail savvy, stay informed, and have a fantastic weekend.